Here we go. You need to unmute, Sanchar.
Oh, that would help. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday morning, May 20th, and we're on the Miracle Call. What a way to start your week. To hear people giving their testimonials about how the LifeWave technologies are helping their bodies, their minds, their emotions. I mean, really, we could go on about all the various ways that the LifeWave patches are helping people. Today, we're going to have each person that raises their hand, and there's a little button at the bottom of your screen where you can raise hands. And we'll have each of those people in order give their testimonials. Here's the housekeeping part. These testimonials are to be brief, compliant, and be done. And we need to be courteous to people. So there's a lot of people that come on this call, and there's a lot of things to be learned. But each of you, please keep your testimonials to 30 seconds to 1 minute. So I can't see every single person that's here now because we have so many. It's like Hollywood Squares for me. So I see like the first 30 or so, and I don't see who else is after. So if you raise your hand, though, I should be able to see you, and maybe Gregory might help me with that, or Tim. So is there somebody that would like to? Aha, I see one hand raised already. So I'd like to welcome all the new people that are just taking a look at LifeWave, and you would only be here because you were invited by somebody that you know and who cares about you. And that would be a brand partner probably that's with LifeWave. So I'm one of those people, and I think I might even have a couple of my own guests here today. So let's start with Judith. Judith Boland, is that right?
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
My husband and I started on the patches the end of February this year. So we're coming up on 3 months. On day 2 of wearing the X39, he woke up and turned his head to the left and the right, had no pain. Normally his neck cracks and he has a lot of joint pain. In the 3 months time, he has no joint pain. I had bone-on-bone knee pain, which is just about gone. We're both sleeping better through the night, and we have a sense of wellness and energy through the roof. And my hair is starting to grow in some brown streaks, which is totally new. And I've been using the Alavita patch at night, and I just started the Silent Night patch. And normally my whole adult life, I've woken up every 2 hours, every single night. And I've been sleeping for 6, 7 hours straight through without waking up. So we're patchers for life. We love it.
Sounds like you might be a life waver.
Yes, definitely.
So I forgot one of our other housekeeping rules, and that is in the first 15 minutes, we'd like to just relegate everything to X39. Okay, that's the big daddy. And we want to give it lots of credit and make it the star of the show for the first 15 minutes. So Diane, you're next, please.
Good morning, everyone. A friend of mine had that pain that runs from your hip down your leg for 15 years. It was so bad and debilitating that she had to quit her job and go on disability. After 2 months on the patch, the pain was completely gone, and she has been fine ever since.
That's what we like to hear. Congratulations. All right, Anne, you're next.
Good morning. I started X39 last year in August because I was barely able to walk from back pain. Well, as of this week, I have been gardening. I'm able to hoe, to bend down, just amazing. And my stamina is improving. It blows me away how much I can do because I'm an older woman and having health issues, but I love X39.
Well, we love you for saying whatever you're saying, because you're here all the time. I see you a lot. And thank you so much for contributing this morning, Anne. Okay, let's move on. I see a Zoom user. What's your name?
Yeah, hi, Sanchar. I'm having a little technical difficulties.
Okay,
John,
John.
sorry about that. I was trying to rename it, but it didn't, I couldn't do it. Anyway,
Okay.
I just wanted to talk about the X39 and what it's done for me over the last, probably 17 months now. I've been using the X39 with the X49. And what it's done for me is, not only from a physical standpoint, because I'm very, very much, feeling really, really good and energized. But it's the cognitive part that has been, I wouldn't say subtle, it's been cumulative. And the last 17 months, I've noticed that it's really introduced me to what David Schmidt really believes in, and that's really lifestyle medicine. For me, that's my cognitive awareness of knowing that, we can live not only physically a much better life and healthier life, but also from a brain cell cognitive function standpoint. So what it's done for me is I have dreams that now that I can play with my grandkids, that I can do things 5 years from now that is going to be actually, as Gregory always says, what does the X39 do for him? It makes him younger. And that's what I'm feeling. It's the cognitive function of feeling younger instead of the people that I'm surrounded with being 74 years old. They're the 70s, 80s, 60s people. They're just feeling older and aging, and they can't even think about tomorrow because they've been conditioned to feel worse rather than feeling younger. So I just want to just give an overview of where this is all taking me.
That's fabulous. I would love Gregory to chime in and say what he always says to us at the beginning of his PowerPoints. What do you say, dear? You're muted.
Should follow my own rules. I finally figured out what I want to be when I get older. Younger. Now, add to that, age is a feeling, not a number. Okay, so we don't have to count the candles on the cake. We can, reverse aging with our incredible technology. Thank you, David Schmidt.
Thank you, David Schmidt. Aren't we all so blessed? And
Mhm.
look at us, we're numbering almost 100 on a Monday morning. I mean, who'd have thunk it? But what a great way we have to start our weeks. Every week, every Monday morning, here we are sharing our testimonials and being the tribe that we are. There's so much good community going on here, so much love. The name of our last convention was Heart to Heart. That's the way we do our business, you guys. So if you are new and you have a little testimonial that you'd like to raise your hand, just please click at the bottom of your screen to raise hand, and I'll recognize you. The first 15 minutes, we're going to talk about X39 only. Go for it, Jonathan.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So let me hurry up and get my seconds in. So the first 8 weeks of wearing X39, my blood pressure became in control and my doctor took me off my medication. A year and a half later, my ticker went back into the right ticking that it should have been doing. I'm now maybe 6 months away from being 62. I play basketball. I am just so vibrant and so alive. And X39 is the power behind that. Thank you so much, David Schmidt. Thank you so much, Gregory. Thank you, Sunshower. Thank you so much.
Blessings. Thank you so much, Jonathan. Love ya. Okay, let's see. Dolly. Unmute, dear. Oh, can't unmute. Get a teenager to help you.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, good job.
It just took enough clicks, that's all.
Yep.
First of all, John, Zoom user, what did you call the lifestyle?
Lifestyle medicine is what I'm looking at
I
versus
love it.
our traditional healthcare system.
That's wonderful. Thank you. My husband started using these in March, and his neck would always I couldn't hear it, but he could hear it. When he'd do this, it would go like that. And so I don't know how many months that is. But yesterday he told me I don't have that anymore. I don't have the pain when I do this, and I don't have the clicking when I go up and down. So yay, X39.
Is he getting younger and younger or what?
He is. He's 87 and I'm 79.
Wow.
We went to a birthday party for our 89-year-old friend yesterday, and he's been on the patches probably 8-9 months. And he went from being pale and gray looking skin to himself again. And he also was totally bald except for a little bit. And now he's got hair on the top of his head. He said, it's so much fun to feel the wind through it.
Oh, what a new feeling for him. And I love your sound effects. I think we should all do sound effects now.
Well, I was a
sound
teacher for
effects,
40
use
years, so, you know, you got to keep those little ones going.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dolly. Okay,
bet.
Michelle Gray, you're next. Unmute, please.
Hi there. So my story with the X39 is it was about 2 months in, and I didn't really think I had anything wrong with me, but I was using it regardless before I started promoting it. And all of a sudden, my daughter came in the room and she's like, hey, Mom, and I sat up in bed and I realized I just sat up in bed. Normally I'd have to make a fist, lock my wrist, very slowly push myself up. And when I golfed, I would always have to like click my wrist over. It felt like a tendon would have to click over for me able to get to flex my wrist, to be able to swing the club, to do a push up in my workout. It all hurt. And I had to constantly be doing this and thinking about it. And I've been thinking about it for years, but so much so that it just was part of me and I didn't really associate with it anymore. But all of a sudden I sat up in bed and I realized I didn't have to do that. And I started thinking back. I'd been on it for about 2 months at that point. I've been doing all these things and I don't think I thought about my wrist for a month. So now it's been 2 years and I won't go without it.
You know, you made a really good point, Michelle, is that, you know, when we've had discomfort and all, you know, things going on in our bodies, and it's been going on for so long, and then we use our X39, that disappears and we don't even think about it. We just do things really cool. And, you know, sometimes it's somebody else that notices the change in us.
You know,
You're
I just
sure.
want to add to that, Sun Shower, and thank you, Michelle, for sharing that, to just exemplify how important it is for people to use the health tracker. Whenever you enroll a new brand partner or new customer, encourage them to use the health tracker, because our minds are programmed to forget how we were and live in the now and how we are. And the health tracker, you know, doing an assessment on how all these different things are, your sleep, your mobility, your memory, and everything. And then a week later, 2 weeks later, it really locks people in. When they see their own score getting better, you want a boost on retention, because sometimes people say, well, I don't feel anything. Well, what about that clicking noise you used to have in your wrist? You know, what about this? What about that? So just a pitch for the health tracker.
Yeah. I actually send one out every time. I'm even having someone take a look, because
Right.
they're just trying this out, you know, it's like, how was it before and what's changing? The health tracker, please, you guys, if you don't know about it, ask the person that invited to the call. Okay,
And
thanks so much, Michelle.
one more thing, and
Yeah.
when a new person reads all the things that might get better, they go, wow, it can do all this. So because the health tracker kind of, I won't say subliminally, but kind of, you know, it kind of expands people's horizon on the benefits they might get from using this wonderful products. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gregory. Good point. Good point. All righty, Lavelle, please.
Morning, Sun Shower. Hey,
Morning.
Gregory, everybody. So my story is my wife actually used the product first, Mijay, and uh, when we first put it on, she says, "What is this? Take it off, take it off." I said, "I don't know." So we actually got David to call us back. And David said, "Well, it sounds like it's trying to fix everything," because she felt like she was being inflamed.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Take it off and then drink some water, put it back on in an hour." And Mijay hadn't had a good night's rest in about 2.5 months because of the inflammation in her hands, in her body, actually. And then we put the patch back on her, and she says, "No, no, take it off, take it off." Then we put it back on her a third time after another hour, and she fell asleep, Gregory. She fell asleep. And the next morning, I was downstairs making breakfast, and I heard her screaming. And I ran upstairs and I said, "Honey, are you okay?" And what she was screaming was, Gregory, "My pain is gone." Two and a half
Wow.
months.
Oh, gosh. That's
Another
wonderful.
great sound effect. Oh, my pain. I like the sound effects. Let's keep going.
Thanks for letting us share. All right.
Thank you, Lavelle. I'm looking for my friend Miriam. I hope you're here, and if you are, please just unmute. If you can't raise your hand, just say howdy, and we'll have you speak, because I just introduced the patch to her, and she's had a couple of quick results. Hey, Kamei, you're next.
Good morning, you guys. Most of you know my story, but I'm going to tell it again. My friend Rosemary told me about the patches over a year and a half ago, and I didn't want to listen to her because I just thought she was trying to sell me something. And finally, I did. I watched a video, The Horses Don't Lie, and I had 55 years of chronic pain, moderate to severe. Was on 8 different pain medications, including 60 oxycodone a month. And when I put the X39 on, I'm one of those one patch wonders. I have to apologize because it, God knew that if it didn't work for me, then I wouldn't do it. But it took my pain from a 7 to a 1 that first day. And I said, "You got my attention." So 2 months working with my doctors, I've got off of all of my pain medication. Year and a half later, my pain's controlled. I avoided having severe back surgery because I have very big curve in my back. And it's just changed my life. My bone density has improved. The pain in my hands has gone away. Pain all over my body has gone away. It's just my back that still bothers me some, but it's gotten way better. And this, about 10 days ago, I have one of those Poochie intestines that stick out through the muscle. And it was causing me pain, and a nurse or someone told me if it hurts, then you need to go in and see a doctor, because you don't want to have surgery, emergency surgery. So I was having pain, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put my X39 on my navel. And I'll be darned, I checked it today and it's half the size or less than it was 10 days ago. So if you have issues, you can wear that X39 on your issue, and many times it will remove the issue. So these patches are fabulous. I wouldn't live without them. And thank you for letting me share.
And Kamei, thank you so much, Kamei. I love your stories. And Kamei is such a loving, warm person that she couldn't help but sharing, and people are gathering around her. Her team is just growing like nuts. Really proud of all your efforts. Thank you so much for being here all the time with us.
Thank you, Sunshower. I appreciate you too.
Gregory, can't hear you.
I just want to acknowledge Kamei for having a brand new director as of yesterday. So her team is blossoming. So congratulations, Kamei. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Very cool. Mara Ava, are you back?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
So my mother had total hip replacement surgery March 6th. She was wearing the patches for 6 months. I can now go on to other patches, right?
Sure.
Okay. So as Dr. Tom says, I wallpapered her. X39, I didn't do the X49, X39, glutathione, Eon, Ice Wave. I think that was about it. It was about 4 patches a day for 6 months. He said she's going to wow the doctors after surgery. She was off Tylenol after 6 days, and she's 88. He said she'd be in pain for 4 to 6 weeks, with by a week to 10 days, no pain, just stiff. At this point, after about a month, she was just using the cane. She wasn't even using the walker anymore. And she was using the cane because we'd walk outside a lot because he wanted her walk, and physical therapy, and continued wallpapering her. And 2 months, May 6th, no cane, driving and living on her own, doing everything, grocery shopping, 0 pain, 0 stiffness, and she'll be 89 in December.
That's
But we
awesome.
wonder how old she is, you
On her
know.
own.
I don't know, how do you check, how do you get that checked, you know, where your chronological age is one age, but our new age, how, do you know how to do that, Gregory?
There are some scales that you can use, some high-tech scales, and they're rather inexpensive, like $30-40 you can buy from Amazon or somewhere, and it checks body mass index and a whole bunch of other things, and it'll tell you your biological age, and you can kind of measure things. Yeah.
That's
How
it.
do I find that out? Sorry.
Probably just, I'll look, while somebody else is talking, I'll go get the name of the scale we have.
Okay,
There you
great.
go.
Okay.
The only other thing is she wowed the surgeon, and that's what
That's
Dr.
so
Tom
awesome.
said. He
As
was
my-
like,
Uh.
I don't know the clinical studies, but if it works, do it.
Well,
Thanks,
I'll
Mary.
just give a testimonial for my wife, Robin. As you know, she broke her shoulder on Christmas Eve, and she was released from the doctor last week, and he says, "This is unbelievable." He released her sooner than he usually ever does. She's 5 months in and, off the doctor's list, and she can do just about everything. He just says, "Yeah, I don't want you out shoveling because no sudden jarring motion, but you can go back to the gym. You can do anything that you can do in 5, so."
And just quickly, you know that I broke my arm last June. Most of you do.
Okay.
And inflammation in my rotator cuffs, and another thing with my shoulder. And that doctor, who I love dearly, said I'd be in pain till this June, which would be a year and 4 months, 100% range of motion. He said I'd only have 90% range of motion.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
It's a miracle.
It's a
We
miracle.
have about 5 more minutes left, and we
Okay,
have a
thank
few
you.
more hands up. Kamae, did you want to say something else?
I did. I wanted to tell people, Mara, I was said something about the other patches and wallpapering. And I've had a lot of people say, wow, that could get really expensive. And it could, because I've shared this with other people and they've purchased and shared it with other people. I've been able to pay for my patches almost, I think, since the beginning. And the company does have a really, really good compensation plan. It's not hard to share these things with other people. And I was going to say also, I was on a total of 16 medications, and now I'm down to 3.
My goodness. My goodness, this is the kind of stuff we hear all the time. Before I recognize you, John, I'd like to know if Miriam can unmute and just start talking, because I saw her. She's here. Are you able to unmute, Miriam? I saw you. I know you're here. Because if you don't tell your story, I'm gonna have to tell it for you. All right, let's hear from John, and hopefully Miriam can go ahead and unmute. Okay.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to say that the X39 and the X49 that I've been using for 17 months now, for my golf game, it's been amazing, absolutely amazing. I've been playing golf for 65 years, and I do daily exercises and daily stretching, and my hip turn and my shoulder turn is now better than it was when I was 20 years old. So I'm just saying that, and I attribute it to the combination of the X39 and the X49. So that's kind of my quick story there.
Wonderful. Thank you so, so much. Now let's hear from Christine.
Oh, this is
Hi.
Nancy Jackson. I'd like to talk too, but I can't get on this thing to chat, so
Oh, okay,
whatever.
you go right ahead, because I can't see you, but you're unmuted. Go ahead, Nancy. Then we'll do Christine, then we'll do Miriam. Okay.
Okay, well, I've been on the patches for a few months now, and during that time I fell and I shoved my hip bone up through my pelvis and broke the cap off of the bone. But I've been using the X39, the glutathione, and the Aeon, and I was out for a couple of days of my patches, and my pain, I was just almost screaming pain, and I got my patches. I only was out about a couple of days, but it made the biggest difference, and I'm just now starting to learn to walk again. But during that time before I hurt myself, it was really weird because I haven't had hair on my legs in years and years, and now I'm gonna have to get a shaver. And I had 4 scars, 2 really thick ones that stuck out on my elbows. Those are gone. The scar on my leg's gone, the scar on my chin is gone. So I know the patches really work, but what I'm really fighting right now is to learn to walk again. And they said I'm doing good, but I'm like, I'm 72 and I've walked 12 feet, and but it's not a good walk. It's with all I can do to walk. So I'm wanting to know, is there more that I can do? Because I know the patches are working, and the pain level was just extreme when I didn't have the patches. So I was listening. I heard they were doing X49, and then I do the X39, and the glutathione helps my foot to pick up. I couldn't even pick my foot up. But then when I started using patches, I was able to move my foot, but I'm really working on trying to get my life back.
And so you will. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you. We're really close to the bottom of the hour now. I saw that Gregory put in the chat the name of the scale. It's called Renpho Smart Scale, $24. So just look in the chat. And anything else you wanted to say on that, Gregory?
No, it gets a free smartphone app, and it Bluetooth links to your phone, and it gives you so many stats. It's amazing for $25. It's like you'd think this would be a $250 scale.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I want to know my biological age. People are taking from me a lot younger than, should I say it? John and I are like 3 weeks apart. John, how old are you turning in July?
75.
So that'll give you a hint. All right. Miriam, can you unmute, please? Welcome to our call. I think she's working on it. Unmute. There you go.
Hi.
Hi.
So my name is Miriam Guido. I've been working with Sun Shower. I moved here recently from Alaska. I was diagnosed with MS back in 2008, where I've been working diligently on different things, and I've had pain. I've had pain, unbelievable pain since then. Nerve pain, all body pain. And she did the patch on me, and the next day all the pain went away. And this, so help me God, as God is my witness. I have no more pain. And then yesterday I woke up with vertigo really bad. So she came over and helped me with that, and my vertigo is gone. So I'm sold on it, and that's my story.
Thank you so much, Miriam. You just touched a lot of lives. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Dolly, did you have something else you wanted?
Yes, Nancy Jackson, this is for you. I was coming out of Target pushing my cart, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this black pickup. So I pushed my cart towards the black pickup, but it still hit me and knocked me halfway across the parking lot. So I always say that I have angels and spirit around protecting me, and there's this prayer of protection that I say. And that probably helped. But what I'd like to share with you is the doctors told me, oh, use a cane or do this or do that. Well, the cane, you walk funny. And if you don't have anything, your body doesn't know what to do. So it kind of tries to compensate. So what I did, I bought a walker with 4 wheels on it, not the one with the 2 wheels. And it had a little seat. It was, I don't know, $80 or something. And I used that. And because when you do that, you can lean on it and tell your body how you want it to move. And with the muscle memory, it will remember that, and it might make slow progress, but so what? At least you're making progress. So, you know, in this case, usually your body tells you what to do, but in this case of healing, I told my body what to do and it worked. And bless you, and I hope that it does the same for you. Bye,
All right,
Nancy.
thank you. Thank you.
Indeed, we are in charge of our own bodies. Good one, Dolly.
Thank you.
Let's see, can we go for a couple more, Gregory?
Yeah, let's do 2 more and then we'll wrap it up.
2 more, okay. I want to be one of those. I got, a dog got me the other day with the claw.
We can do 3 more then. Go ahead.
3, okay. Oh, maybe I should unblur so you can see this, right? Unblur. Okay, can you see this, you guys?
Uh-huh.
So I have
Yeah,
my X39 on where the dog got me, you know, it was just a friendly thing. He was jumping up saying hello and I go, ah. And so it's only been 2 days and I am taking pictures, Jonathan, so I will show them later. But if you also notice, I have the X39, a Band-Aid, and some bling. Well, now, why would we put bling on our areas of boo-boos? Well, it draws attention, you guys. People go, oh, are you really sick? Why do you have that pat? Oh, no, that's helping me get younger and younger and get better and better. What? And now you have a conversation started. Christine, you're next.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I think I was trying to make a testimonial last time and then something happened to my thing and nobody heard me anymore. But anyway, my first experience with X39 was energy. It gave me a lot of energy. And I was able to overcome feeling like I didn't have any because now I had some using the X39. The second thing that happened for me was I had these lesions from a virus. And I understand that the X39 has antivirus properties, and I don't have those attacks like I did before.
Oops, somebody needs to be muted. There we go. Didn't hear that last part, Christine, please.
Oh, that I was having lesions from a viral infection, and that I understood that X39 has antiviral properties. And so that has helped me immensely. And I very rarely have attacks anymore. And then sometimes when I do, I'll put the Eon on and it'll just reverse it immediately.
Very cool. I see Melissa Holt is here. If you'll raise your hand so we can say hi. I have a few guests on to this morning. I'm really happy. Lavelle, did you have something else you wanted to share?
Thanks, Sunshine. Yeah, the young lady that was saying that she wasn't able to walk, I want to just encourage her. A friend of ours, he had a sciatic hip problem, and he called me after 30 days, said, Lavelle, I don't think it's working. I said, it's working. It's proven to work. He called me in 60 days. He said, Lavelle, I don't think it's working. I said, Kevin, it is working. Just keep using it. 90 days, he called me and said, well, I don't need my cane anymore. This thing works. So I want to encourage that young lady to continue to use the patches. Everybody's different. may take 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, like Sun Shower, to get her smell for the first time in her life. Just keep wearing the patches, and then you'll get your results. God bless. Thanks.
Blessings. Thank you for everybody for all your contributions today.
Mhm.
Come back, just keep coming back, and whoever introduced you, let them patch you, give it a try. So with that, I pass it back to Gregory Muscari.
Oh, well, thanks very much, Sunshine. You always do such a wonderful job. And thank you, everyone, for spending your Monday morning with us here together. What a great way to start our day and our week. Monday morning miracle call. And Robin and I have been saying this for years. Every morning we wake up, we know we're going to hear more miracle calls. And it's so fun on Monday morning. We get to gather at Hollywood Squares. I love that you call it that hour. And I just want to acknowledge one person. I want to acknowledge Ravel as being, proposed that she's our Live Younger librarian, because she put an important post in the chat. Thank you for doing that, Lavelle. A David Schmidt training on pain management. I think, so many people, it's one of the first things people notice when they use X39 and Lifeway products is pain relief. And people will do anything to get out of pain. And, you heard some wonderful stories today, and probably almost all of us have a pain relief story. It's either chronic or conditional, but and we know the product does so much more than relieve the symptoms. It gets down to the cause and core of the issues. And that's really beautiful. And that was a great story, Lavelle. Just keep on keeping on. And the third month he calls, I don't need my cane anymore. I guess it is working. So tonight we're going to be celebrating a new director we got some special guests that are going to be sharing with you tonight. And actually, Connie Lucas has just got back from a meeting down in Oregon, and she's going to be sharing tonight, talking about the value and importance of events, attending and promoting and conducting events. So we'll have a little of that and a few other tidbits we'll be sharing. So be sure to tie in or log on with us tonight live, or the replay. And the replay of this morning's call within the next few hours, or probably this afternoon, no later than tomorrow morning. These calls are always put on liveyoungeryoutube.com for your listening and sharing enjoyment. So thanks, everyone. If you'd all like to unmute and say your farewells, this is a good time to do it, and we'll see you on the call tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you,
See you tonight.
Sunshine.
Thanks so
Have
much.
a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Everybody,
Thank you, everyone that gave their
Thanks,
testimony.
everybody, for this great
It's a good
shares.
X39 day.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. Great shares.
Love my patch.
Thank you, Sunshower.
Thank you, everyone.
Gregory,
you,
you're
Sunshine.
absolutely
Thank you,
right to see all
Gregory.
these smiles on Monday morning. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes.
Great start to the week. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Monday. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Gregory.
Hi, Gregory.
Just
See
keep
you
patching.
tonight.
Just keep patching. See y'all.
Nadie sabe nada de ti.